Good morning. Is it connect? Yeah, okay, good. I'm checking to see if I'm connected. Good morning. My name is Terry Morgan. It is December 15th, 2020, and we are here to practice Taiji. I was here yesterday. You may have been here yesterday. YouTube was not here yesterday. So we didn't do anything. It was a big problem, and I'm really glad that they got it fixed. And this was a really, we know it was theirs because there was a big news item and a bunch of other things on there. All right, so this week, today and tomorrow, I have planned to focus on something called façon. This means to be loose, but as I've explained in a couple other sessions, façon doesn't mean to be limp, like an overcooked noodle. It's more that perfectly cooked, supple, it's got strength, there's substance to it, there's something behind it. So if we're talking about noodles, there's texture to it. In movement, the movement itself has a soft and supple appearance, while inside it's essential to be strong and to maintain resiliency through the muscles and the tendons in actually the entire body. So we'll practice, so we'll do a little bit of stretches, and then we'll practice the form a couple of times, a couple of different sets, so that this concept of façon can be a little bit more clear, and that we can put it in the context of practice so that it's easier to understand. Let's get started. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. It's chilly, but it's not too cold, so I've got this sweater on. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. Anyway, apologies for the distraction. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Shoulders down and relaxed. Open through the back. The chest should be up but not out. Pull up through the abs. Bend the knees just a little bit. Hand circle to the front. And return to both sides. Pull up along the center line. And reach out. Roll up through the back. Follow the circle. As you extend out, keep the movement smooth and continuous. Same for as you roll up. Any tension, release it. Two more. Smooth and continuous. One more time. Reach out. And roll up. Extend upward. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, follow the fingertips down. Roll down through the spine. Pull up as you roll down. Pull in across the front of the hips. Pull up through the waist. Remember to bend the knees as you come up. Pull up, roll over. Reach out, bend the knees, arch through the back. Roll down. Use legs. 2 more. Follow the circle. Last time. Roll down. Reach out. Extend up. And come to center. Stand straight. Left side, right side. Circle front. Return to both sides. Up along the center line. And reach out. Center. Extend left. Reach over the legs. Let the hips turn over the legs. Smooth and continuous. Come to center. Right side. Reach out. Follow the circle. And extend. Stretch up. One more time. Reach out. Follow the circle. Pull up. Yeah, while you're down there, pull up. And reach up. Center. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Fingertips. Hands return to your sides. All right. Stop here with our stretches, and we're going to start right in with our form practice. Point out part of what I'm talking about today is also what I was calling out during our form practice. So this idea of fossil being supple and resilient as we move. This is the idea of pulling in so that the muscles and tendons are well aligned with the bones, with their natural alignment, if you will, their natural position in the body, so that as we move, that strength is available to us. This is not mystery science. This is not, it's not. Every dancer, every gymnast absolutely learns how to do this. I'm going to go further in that there are probably any number of other types of athletes that learn the same kind of a thing. So again, the idea is pull in so that if I have, it requires you know your anatomy. It requires you know which muscles you're using. Okay, this is probably a little bit more advanced type of instruction, but you have to know where your muscles are. Right? It's not magic. You study, you learn where your muscles are. You learn how they work, and then this is bone. This is muscle, this is muscle. Wrap. Becomes incredibly strong. Alright? This is part of this notion of façon. If we're tense, we cannot move freely. If we have a knot or tension in a particular area, that area will not move freely. So if my shoulders are tense like this, my arms aren't going to move. It's going to be a problem. All right? So down and relaxed, open, façon. Down and relaxed, open, naturally aligned with the bones in my body, naturally wrapped to the bones in my body, so that each part is each piece is individually wrapped here. That's the way the body works. All right. So there's a lot of physiology and anatomy that goes with being able to do these exercises well. There is also a part of understanding what you should do, which is what I'm talking about right now, and having that idea in your mind as you practice. So this analytic piece, I know where the muscles are, I know where the bones are, I know where the tendons are, I can put them all together, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all of this analytic piece comes together with this synthetic piece of understanding how this should work. I've got this thing over here, I've got this stuff over here I can work with. What am I supposed to do with it? This is the understanding, this is the synthetic part that brings it all together. Tai Chi practice is one of those kinds of things that brings Qigong practice. There's other practice methods. Yoga is one of them that brings together all sorts of things that we intuitively know about, but we may not have thought about how they're connected and how they work together. All right, so let's do a little practice. Slowly, just the very first part, pay attention to being relaxed and strong. Okay, those two. So I know it's strong. No, relaxed and strong, not just Okay, let's put them together. Feet together, stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down and relaxed, bend the knees just a little bit, breathe in, salute, relaxed and strong, not stiff, strong. Pull up. Breathe in. Release the left. Open. Center. Strengthen the arms as they come up. Strengthen the arms as they press down, but not stiff. Open and relaxed. And yet with each move, there is substance and there is strength, so that the direction of the move has resistance connect through the heel, press out, open, push. Turn, single whip, open in both directions and resist that opening as you do it. We'll talk about that in a minute. And both hands in, circle, step up, raise your hands, turn, white crane spreads its wings, turn, brush knee, step up, hamstring loop, turn, brush knee, shift back, deflect downward, carry, and punch. Shift back, close the door, turn, crossing hands, center, palms up, down along both sides, left foot closes, salute. All right, this idea of, so I'm going to talk about this in a minute, I'm going to talk about it. All right, this idea of having strength and at the same time being relaxed. We use ward off as my example. I told you I was going to talk about single whip, so I'll do that first. All right, so single whip. Face this way, end up going this way. All right. Single whip, reach out, step through, all right. As we step, there's strength here, there's resistance here. This is not, I'm going to do this with nothing. I mean, can I come? I'm looking for space here. How close can I get without cutting off my head? Extend. This hand comes up. This is the whole body. It's not just the wrist. Okay? So, sink, extend, here we go. As the two hands separate, I'm going to do this completely empty. This is wrong, don't do this. This is bad. There's nothing here. Excuse me. But I'm sorry. That's not Tai Chi. That's empty. If you're deliberately practicing conjure, emptying skill, it maybe still not very good. Right? You hear? Substance. There's substance here. It's as if I'm pushing against my arms in both directions. Something's pushing here, something's pushing here. And I have to use some strength to open. And as I extend in both directions, that's both directions, yes, I'm going both directions, I need to make sure that I'm correctly centered, that I'm not extending too far or too little. Okay? So for this posture, in Yang style, I should be roughly here, relative to my torso. I'm turned at an angle. If I stand straight and turn to face the camera, that's it. That's where my hands should be. Okay, so nice straight line, rounded a little bit through the back, right? Everything's round, should be. Just a little bit, not a lot, okay? So it's not here. This could be correct for Wu style. I'm saying could be because I haven't practiced Wu style in a long time. But the fundamental direction of Wu style is a narrower frame. So Yang style's big frame, Wu style's here, Wudang has got a little turn to it. This idea of strength and being relaxed while you move. There's strength there, but it's not that bunch the muscles kind of strength. It's resilient strength. See this in ward off as well, right? I use ward off right side. Nothing there. It's empty. It's empty. Again, there are times when we might choose to practice emptying skill, and that would be fine. It's not something that we want to do as a normal course of practice. There should be substance. Again, this concept of façon. Little resistance as I come through. Again, this idea that I need to move something. I'm going to move whatever it is. And I'm very relaxed about it. It's easy. It's, add a little salt and pepper, I guess. This idea of façon is sometimes misinterpreted. And it's easy to misinterpret because it means loose. Yeah, I'm going to be loose. All right, I'm going to be all loose. Say loose. Loose can be helpful, but we can't forget that we're trying to develop different kinds of strength as well as to open the body so that we can do certain of the movements or all of them in the case of façon in a particular way. So I talked about the idea that we have this relaxed and strong. We also have this concept of resilient and supple. Next practice. each of the moves, pay attention to how supple, how resilient you can hold your muscles. Okay, this is a holding exercise, yeah. And yeah, it's the whole body, all the muscles independently of one another, all together at the same time. Yes. All right, so supple, easy, relaxed, easy way to move. Just everything's open and it's good. And resilient, with the idea that as you're moving, there is inherent strength, not the kind of strength that I just ask y'all to work with. This is the inherent strength. It's not there yet. It's ready. It's available. That resilience and suppleness. First part. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. Open the left. Center. Resilient. That's that inherent strength. And supple. Everything moves easily and fully. And turn. Relax. The more you can relax through the whole body, the easier it is to keep your focus on being supple and resilient. Everything works together. Single whip. Open in both directions. Turn. Raise your hands. And turn. White crane spreads its wings. Again, at both directions. Turn. Brush knee. Supple and resilient. Whatever move you decide you're going to do, your body's willing to cooperate with you. Shift back. Close the door. Turn. Open. Stand straight. Salute. Supple, resilient, strong, and relaxed. All of them come together. One more time. Supple, resilient, strong, relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, salute. And breathe out. Breathe in. Release left. Open. strong, supple, resilient, relaxed. Arms up. Palms pressed down. Shift left, open right. Turn. Ward off right side. Pull down. Press. And push. Turn. Single whip. Open in both directions. Strength and resilience. Pull in. Supple and relaxed. Strong turn. And brush knee. And punch. Shift back. Close the door. Turn. Crossing hands. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Stand straight. Pull left in. Salute. These concepts, as we apply them to our practice, as we look for how can I practice with strength? How can I be relaxed when I practice? How can I develop this resilience that she's talking about? Right? How can all of these things, the suppleness and the strength and the relaxed, and how do all of these come together? Practice and more practice, and then there's more practice. Okay? It's, again, we see people do things that appear magical. If you've ever seen even a recording of the Cirque du Soleil, they appear magical. To me, they're magical. The American Ballet Theater can be magical. I've seen some pretty incredible performances. So it's not magic. It's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of hours of practice. All right, here we are. We're practicing. How we practice matters. So if my goal is to be able to jump really high, practicing Tai Chi can help strengthen my legs, but it's not going to help my jumps all that much. I need to go practice jumps. All right? What we want in Tai Chi, the result, is a product of what we practice. That's the goal, right? So, to be relaxed, to be strong, to be supple, to be resilient, to move more or less as we choose to move. Yeah, I'm good with that. I like that. I'm glad you do too, or you wouldn't be here. Appreciate you being here this morning. I will be back tomorrow. We will do this again. Similar focus. I want to pay a little bit more attention to moving over to the traditional concept of fossil.